Alright, here we have a 2015 Ford Fusion. Customer complaint, CEL. Check engine light. So, we'll get this baby in the shop. See what we got going on. 103,472 miles. You don't want to come out. Alright, let's go into engine. Let's do functional tests, output controls, and let's find canister vent valve. Alright, I'm going to raise the car up in the air and we'll see if this thing's clicking when I tell it to come on. Okay, there I'm turning it on. Right, here's the valve. I did not hear it click. I do not feel it click. So I'm going to get my power probe or test slide out and see if I have power there. Okay, I'm looking at my wiring diagrams. And here is the EVAP canister vent solenoid valve. We've got green that comes down and branches off to, this is not a touch screen, the mass airflow sensor, and goes over to another component. So that is the power. The green is the power. Then you got green and blue that comes down here. So green and blue is 4 and green is 7. So let's go up a page. 7, green, goes up to fuse 8. So we want to check fuse 8. Well, we should know that fuse 8 is good because the only code we have is for the canister vent valve. If the fuse was bad and the other components wasn't getting power, then there would be more codes. Okay, and the other one was number 4, green and blue, and right there C, A, and B from the PCM. So we have a constant power. So this is a ground side switch circuit. The ECM will ground pin 20 when this valve is supposed to come on. So I need to check and see if we have power, and then I can check the ground to see if the ECM is commanding the valve on being ground side switched. Okay, I've got my power probe Maestro hooked up here. First thing I'm going to do is look at fuse number 8. Which is right there, second one down, below the number 4 big one there. Which is, there's number 4, 7, 8. Okay. Just going to see if I have power there. Yep, I have power on both sides of the fuses. Both sides of the fuse. Alright, now we'll get the car raised back up in the air and do some checks underneath. Okay, now I want to check my green wire from fuse number 8. There's the green and blue, there's the green. Okay, that is showing a ground. Okay, I'm plugged into my green and blue wire. I had to mute it. There is my power probe. This is harder than what it looks. Here is my scanner. So I'm going to hit the on button to command the vent valve on and watch the power probe. Now I have a ground. So the ECM is working. It's grounding. Now I'm going to shut it off. So the ECM and the wiring coming from the ECM is all good. Turn it back on. It goes to ground. So ECM and wiring is good. My problem, now I'm shutting it off. My problem is from fuse number 8. Between fuse number 8 and this green wire, I have a problem. So now we have to find the open from fuse number 8. Okay, so it looks like this wire comes over to the passenger side and goes up through the trunk. So I just want to wiggle this wire and see if I can get anything to happen. Which I can't even hardly get up in there. I think I've seen a connector on the wiring diagram, so I might have to go back and look at that and see if there's a connector I can do my next check at. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so there is the evap canister vent solenoid valve, and it shows that there's a connector C1010. So now I need to look up and see where that connector is, and that's where I'll do my next check at. Okay, connector C1010 looks like it's inside the vehicle. Looks like passenger footwell up in there. So I may just open the trunk and see if I can find the harness there, and see if I can probe it there and see if I have power there before I go digging in the interior to find that connector C1010. Okay, I'm going into the trunk, and this is the harness. So this is a toss-up to what you want to do. You can either go to that connector C1010, or you can come in here to the trunk and check if you see power, if you got power here. If you have power here, then you know your connector's good. This is just what I've decided to do. You can do whichever one you want. Okay, so it says hot and run or start. Okay, so I do have two green wires here. That's the Phillips power probe. Love this thing. Got the bed of nails in there. Learn about this through Scanner Danner, and learn through Scanner Danner Premium.com, $11 a month. If you are looking to upgrade your wiring diagnostic skills, that's the way to go. I'm nowhere near perfect at this, but that's where I learn it from, and I can definitely get through it. So we should have power all the time. Nothing on that wire. Let's check the other one. Nothing on that wire. Alright, looks like I'm going to connector C1010. Okay, I just popped up my little piece here. Now I need to pop this piece of trim out of here. Maybe this one. Let's see, let's pop this off there. Or does it pop off? There we go. Now, this one here, to get this one out. Now we can pull our carpet back and find that connector, C1010. Okay, we've got a few connectors here. Let's see. Let's say it's this one here, from what it looked like. Okay, back on the wiring diagram. There's the connector C1010, and it shows green and green on each side of the connector. So if that is correct, then, because this connector has two green wires coming out this side, and on the other side of it, one of them is red and yellow and the other one is green. So I'm assuming that one right there has to be it, because that's the only one with the green on the other side. So I'm gonna get my power probe and check both sides of this connector and see what I got. Okay, I'm on the output side of the connector and I don't have anything. So now I'm going to hook the other side. Alright, make sure you turn your key on, because it is hot in the run or start position. Okay, I do not have anything. On either side of the connector. So that means that our problem is farther up in the wiring harness somewhere from the fuse to this connector C1010. So it looks like I've got some more digging to do. All right, well, I hate to say I give up. I don't really give up, but I have run out of the allotted amount of diagnostic time. So I have power coming out of this splice from fuse number 8. So I know it's good here, but somewhere in the harness there is a open that goes to the canister vent valve. So I'm just going to run a new wire from here that comes from fuse number 8 to the canister vent valve. So I didn't find the exact spot where it's broken, but I've run out of time, so it's going to get fixed either way. Okay, so I just ran a new wire from the fuse box all the way back to the canister vent valve. And here I'm going to click it on, and you can hear it click. Hopefully you can hear that up in there. So it was not as easy as I thought it was going to be. So I just ran a new wire. I couldn't find the actual bad spot in the allotted amount of time that I had to do it. So, but either way, still fixed. So I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you all have a great day.